I don't want it to be a huge series, so, but I mean the minutes are pretty good, you know. Let's get it started.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them. So they'll be motivated tonight. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
So let's see if the Dallas Mavericks can
would say that you can
come
start
out on
with a clean
top.
slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure
All right, here
seeing
we go.
you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see.
All right, here we go. So I'm gonna get this started right here. So the Dallas Mavericks versus the
to a brand new season of NBA basketball.
Now, where's that one guy? I signed him. I signed him. Okay, whatever.
I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A contest in the West will see if the Dallas Mavericks can please their home crowd. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Garnett, and it's Towns. The shot's good from Evans. Minnesota really had a rough year last season. A lot of people know that, obviously. A lot to do with their defense. They just, Greg, struggled in almost every defensive metric.
Yeah, and, you know, they struggled at times guarding the basketball, but ultimately I think the biggest issue for them was their inability to protect the rim. That's an area and a point of emphasis that has to improve for this young team.
And Matthews gets it to go.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
To the paint. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Rubio.
All right,
Wiggins has got his first 2 points of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Wasted no time on that one.
That was
That's
luck.
3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
Coach told me that he knows they have a tough assignment in Dirk Nowitzki. We talked about what makes Dirk so difficult to defend against, and he pointed to Dirk's ability to hit jumpers when he is seemingly completely off balance, saying it'll look like he's falling over, then he just turns and flips the ball in. I know I've seen Dirk do that on more than one occasion, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Matthews makes it off the glass. Matthews has got 5 now.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Evans with the rebound. And Chandler Parsons really set off a Texas rivalry last year, drafted by the Rockets in the 2nd round. He received an offer sheet in free agency.
That was
The team's
luck.
rival, the
I
Dallas
don't care.
Mavericks,
I should have missed that.
Shows Dallas Injured in the playoffs, hurt a knee, only played the one game. But I think they've got great things ahead for him with the Mavs.
Yeah, you know, Parsons was a restricted free agent, so that meant the Rockets could match if they wanted to, but they declined to match Dallas's offer, which sent Parsons packing just up the road in Texas.
And Rubio kicks to Levine. There's a screen to end the run. He lays it in.
Oh, that
Levine's
guy.
got 6.
How
I don't
about
know
the
how
way
he's
he's
doing
able
that.
to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of
Oh
hand
my gosh.
when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Now here's Rubio. Dishes it to Levine. Garnett the screen. Levine kicks to Rubio. Sinks the triple. Rubio's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, back to the topic of Parsons' free agency, the offer from the Mavs was 3 years, $46 million. Houston didn't want to go that high, so they reluctantly let Parsons leave. Ultimately, Houston filled Parsons' small forward role with the signing of Trevor Ariza. Not bad.
And talking about the Texas showdown over Parsons last year, even his teammates got involved. After Parsons left, James Harden reacted saying that Dwight Howard and Harden were the cornerstones of the Rockets. But that's probably nothing compared to the rivalry that the two teams' ownerships felt.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Muhammad in for Levine.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Shot by Felton.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early
All right,
going.
Exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Rubio. Down low, here's Dang. You look at Gorgie Dang and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game's a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunity.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Now he's checked in for Dallas. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Mavericks leading by 8. And there's the feed to Parsons. From the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
And Jang last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
He doesn't usually fire from out there.
Only took him a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Here's Powell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Barea.
What?
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And it's Wiggins missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Gorgie Dang is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
On its way from Parsons for 2, and Dallas again with the bucket.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Mavericks lead by 12. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Man, they're kind of getting owned.
Spring
And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career.
When I first got here, you know, my first year was so tough that I didn't really know that I can make it in this league. You know, to be named with all these names is an unbelievable honor, and it's been a crazy ride.
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Ooh, I missed that.
From beyond.
Try to cross him over.
They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Payne. Wiggins is out there with Levine. Then there's Towns. And it's Muhammad. And at the three, the small forward.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals.
Oh,
run,
are you serious? All right.
They'll start to have to build for the future. The lead they have is a result of how they've taken care of the ball, guys. I mean, that's only their first turnover.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Powell. They set the screen. Levine passes to Wiggins. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Minnesota calls timeout. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He laid out their priorities for them, which began with his admonition that offensively they attack the basket at every opportunity. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
I wasn't even passing it to him, but okay.
Payne kicks to Wiggins. Baseline try. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
And last year, we saw Coach Rick Carlisle pass the 600-win mark. Former Coach of the Year award winner, has had so much success here in Dallas. One of many coaches to play for the 80s Celtics.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And with Coach Carlisle, he's had great success, Greg, as you're talking about, down in Dallas. Now in his 8th season, he's never finished under 500 with the Mavericks. Only finished under 500 once in his whole career. Clark, he only missed the playoffs twice as a head coach.
Well, we had him in Indiana, and he's fantastic as a basketball coach. And the Mavericks have made it known that he can hang around and coach as long as he'd like to. That's pretty high praise for Rick Carlisle.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Parsons is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Payne. Mavericks leading by 7. Parsons dishes to Evans. And here's Matthews for the 3. Kicks it out to Evans. Parsons passes to Pachulia. That's a 2 from Matthews. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. 11 points for Wesley Matthews.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Nowitzki against Garnett.
Pop it. Come on. Come on, man.
Pass to Towns. It's deflected.
Matthews, come on, man.
Matthews goes in, and that one's good. Matthews has got 13.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is
Here we go,
operating than their assist
here we
numbers.
go.
And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Levine kicks to Wiggins. Hits the outside fadeaway. Wiggins has got 8 here in the quarter.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
Here's Levine, covered by Parsons, and the rejection by Evans. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And with Wiggins' game, he has a nice jumper for a player his age. As he grows in the league, he'll become more and more comfortable shooting from deep. He'll be nearly impossible to guard when he adds a consistent three-point shot.
Parsons attacking, and he gets it to go. Parsons got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
They get the rebound. Mavericks leading by 13. From the wing. And Evans the basket on the assist from Parsons. Parsons got his 6th assist on the night.
And you know, with Wiggins, it just isn't all about his ability to score. Showed a real knack for making the unselfish play, too. Understands how to work as a unit to create shots and gets to the right spot on the floor. His potential is unlimited. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done.
Matthews going to get player of the game.
That's at the top.
Hold on. Matthews 18, Evans with 10, 7.
For that list.
Levine kicks to Muhammad. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Muhammad's got 5 now.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Mavericks on top as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run.
Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance thus far?
You know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. A pumped up home crowd is our backdrop for this halftime. And leading the way at the start, it was Wesley Matthews. He had 18 points and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, first of all, Ernie, they were atrocious on the boards. Getting tough on the glass has got to be the first thing they address. There is no way they can come back into the game unless they show more fight in the paint. If not, Ernie, they're going to be barbecue chicken.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will
All right,
see.
let's start off the third quarter, second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. One of the stories here, Wesley Matthews getting it done today.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet.
Matthews, I've shot 4 threes and
He adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Jeremy Evans is out there with Matthews, and it's Pachulia in at center. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Mavericks leading by 16. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Towns gets it to go.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D. Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Kevin Garnett. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Matthews, no good. Timberwolves trail by 19. Wiggins dishes to Towns. Here's Levine. 10 points for him. Off the pick. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel him. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Levine's got 13.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
There's a good screen. Here's Nowitzki, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Wiggins. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Mavericks leading by 18 to the middle. Towns with the steal.
I didn't even pass
And now Minnesota on the fast break. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Parsons for 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3
second
of 4
half,
from
man.
long
They
range
cannot
in the
put
game.
down a 3, can they?
Rubio with it. Evans picks him up. There's the dish to Levine. Off the screen, and he slams that one down.
What?
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Now we're
There's
up.
that
I'm up by
transition
14.
offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible, and if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Timberwolves trail by 17. And the Timberwolves call time here. One thing that can be said for Dirk is that he has been incredible in terms of an ambassador for the game. We know he's a Hall of Fame player. Just everything for the European player coming breaking.
And Kevin, for me, he was an inspiration. I mean, he really opened the doors for a lot of European players to come over, and not just come over, but to be impactful. As you mentioned, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and that really has set the stage for this infusion of making our game truly global.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
Timberwolves trail by 17. And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. There's the pick. Wiggins outside. Pass to Rubio. A 3-ball. Rebound by Raymond Felton.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performance.
I see him box out. 23 points, 13 points, 11 points, 9 points. I mean, yeah, okay.
This throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Rubio kicks to Muhammad.
Oh, whoa.
Rejected by Nowitzki. And they'll keep possession. Muhammad, the pass to Pekovic. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Pekovic has got his first basket.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Wiggins with it, picked up by Nowitzki. Now here's Muhammad, guarded closely. Here's Pekovic, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Dallas leading by 15. And Barea with the basket on the assist by Harris.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And here's Rubio. Here's Pekovic. That one off the back iron and out.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digit. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Now Rubio, and a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Payne out there with Garnett, and it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. Lots of room. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. And Matthews throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's Levine. And Bane now top of the key. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Matthews throws it down.
Dang, Matthews, man. Keeps on dunking it down.
Right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Towns can't hit, and it's Dallas the other way. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's the screen. Matthews with it. Shot clock at 5. Garnett grabs the board.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Out to the right wing. Here's Levine. Pass to Towns. And that one's good.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea.
$19, $12, and 12, and then 6. Okay.
It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Wiggins is checked in for Payne. And Rubio kicks to Towns. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 6 assists here tonight.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Now it's Parsons running. He can go all the way. And Matthews gets it to go.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Wiggins dishes to Rubio. Lays it up and banks it in.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
And Matthews kicks to Evans. Again, the Mavericks score.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Minnesota calls timeout. Mavericks last season, Clark, were very tough down the stretch in games. Had a lot of players that shined all the time during crunch time.
Well, when you've got guys like Dirk and Monte that can create their own shot, it gives you a chance to win close games. It's a big reason they were 6-0 in overtime games, in my opinion.
And the Mavs won close ones, as you said, but they knew how to close games out in general. 36-2 last year when winning going into the fourth quarter.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He told his guys, when we've got the ball, let's take it right into the teeth of the defense. Attacking the basket is going to be their MO. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris.
Well, I tell you, that's what veteran teams do. I mean, they close out games. They know how to finish. The Mavs have the leadership and presence to not let any lead slip away by being inattentive to details.
Here's Levine. He's covered by Matthews. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
Another miss by Minnesota. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Powell, the pass to Parsons. Dallas,
come on, man. Not
very
like
dangerous
anything.
to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Mavericks.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Wesley Matthews. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And the pass to Payne. Back to Prince. Pulls it up. Another miss by Prince. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a
here we
situation
go.
like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no
I had to
excuse
do this.
for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here we go.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. That's a 2 from Matthews. That's good on the jump shot. Matthews has got 33 points.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
So
there you go.
For Dallas
this is the end of this game.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
See who players of the game is.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Wesley Matthews.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove...
Alright, that's the end of this video. Episode 2 happening either tonight or tomorrow.
New season in the
NBA. Catch you guys later.
Kenny the Jet Smith,
I'm signing
Kevin
out.
Harlan,
Peace.
and the entire 2K.